Oh boy. Hey, I was pretty sick much of yesterday. Ill because my Fort Myers home, that really pisses me off when people think I'm rich. This house, by the way, cost $65,000. My house in Florida I bought after my wife died, after me taking care of her, slowly dying of a giant brain tumor over 10 years. I'm like, screw this. I'm moving to Florida. I found a home. It was a depressed market. I bought it in 2010 for $32,000. Anyway, the once in a 500-year hurricane, which is what the news is reporting, happened. It flew through Fort Myers yesterday. My home's in Fort Myers near the Edison Mall. My neighbor, Sophie, nice Hispanic lady, I get along great with her. She sent me a fuzzy picture last night. She goes, oh no, a tree inside your house. I'm like, oh God. Huge tree. Two people couldn't even get their arms around it. It's a southern type of oak. It fell down. Part of it hit the house. So this morning, she couldn't take another picture last night because the winds were still really heavy. I have to go down either within the next week or two. I got to take a family member. And it just makes me dizzy to think about it. I can't afford to go to Florida. I can't afford to take the time off. I can't afford to fix it. Anyway, I take a family member down there. I can't go down there, though, because it's still hotter than hell. To fix the house, as best as I can, at least patch it up and make it, where it's not like rotting as everything does in South Florida, because it's still going to be friggin' hot. I need to wait for the electric to come back on. It might take a week or two. Anyway, she sent me some pictures today, since, the hurricane is gone at Fort Myers, and it's just an enormous tree. It wrecked the fence. It put two big holes in the house. Also, too, I'll do any kind of work, but I don't do chainsaw work because it's so frigging dangerous. So that's what I'm going to try to take a family member for, but I have to drive down there. I have to wait a week or two because who knows when the power is going to be put back on. Number two, everybody else that fled the hurricane, they're all going to start rushing back. The roads are going to be backed up. I definitely can't go back. I'm going to take power tools with me. Anyway, it makes me ill. People, what about insurance? Insurance does not cover that. Insurance, in case you don't know it, Florida is a little bit like a third world country, especially for insurance. It's the same reason why State Farm basically doesn't insure in Florida anymore, even though I don't have State Farm insurance down there. They don't have it for houses, not really anyway. It's just radically expensive. A lot of insurers won't do it anymore because they lost their butt on so many hurricanes in the past. So getting wind and hurricane insurance is impossible. So do I have insurance? Yeah. Does it cover any of this? 100% zero no. So everything is out of pocket. It just makes me sick. Honestly, I don't have the time or the energy or the funds for that. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I have to go down, but I can't go down until the power comes back on. You can beat me up over this if you want. I don't care. At least I'm being honest with you. If you want pictures of the giant tree that hit my house, I posted them on Facebook. A fuzzy one, I'll post new pictures tonight. Actually, I haven't posted the new pictures I got from my neighbor. My neighbor, Sophie. In the description, anything, even if it's a buck, he's like, oh my God, this fat guy is beg. I'll get all sorts of hate for this, but at least I'm being honest with you, and I don't regret it. Anything is extremely welcome. Even if it's a buck, even if it's 50 cents, absolutely anything helps. I mean that, and I don't regret saying that because I'm being honest, and I don't have affiliate links, and other than selling leather goods, I posted this on my community forum. I said my house is damaged. I didn't, ask for any donation or anything. And a couple people attacked the hell out of me. It's like, oh God, you're a big YouTuber. It's like, I don't know what people think I make on YouTube. I really do not, but it ain't what you think. Right now I've got $4,700 to my name, and 90% of that is going to property taxes. Roughly 90% of it. So I don't have a savings account. That's every penny I have to my name. Believe me or not, doesn't matter. So anything is appreciated in the description below. Don't, you send me an email, tell me how much you hate the fact that I asked for even a buck or two. That's perfectly fine. At least I'm honest about it, and I'll post some new pictures on Facebook and on my Instagram without letting people see the front of my house. It's a white house. Gigantic tree. It's like a southern oak tree, and then on the other side there's damage too, but nothing that I can't take care of. Not easily, but anyway, on the pipeline break on the Nord 1 and Nord 2, which were destroyed, Swedish seismologist Bjorn Lund said 100 kilograms of TNT must have been used to blow up Nord Stream 2. Both pipelines were taken down. It's supposedly at 300 feet of water, so Frogman couldn't have done it. It is very precision. It would have required some great deal of finesse and technical ability by a government and government only. So that was not, people say, maybe it was natural. It's like, no, it's not natural. It's complete sabotage. Government sanctioned 100% sabotage, period. Governments like the United States and Russia, by the way, it's easily to see that the United States probably did this. But whoever did it, the United States and Russia are famous for pulling these things off when there's something else big going on in the world. Always happens. Something big is happening here, and when that's big happening and everybody's focused on it, then you could do something very nefarious over here. Like what's going on with the hurricane. Pulling this off during the hurricane, it's a brilliant move. Oh, a Polish official who's very connected to the White House, he pulled his tweet, but he gave a big thank you to the United States. He said thank you to the Biden administration relative to the destruction and sabotage of the Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2 pipeline. All of this divide and conquer BS that's going on in the world, it really does have to come to an end. It's all about divide and conquer, and that's the only way they're going to defeat us. If people stand together, these globalists, these world WEF, NWO, people that want to wreck the world, they haven't got a chance. So the only way they have a chance is if they divide and conquer. Right against left, left against right. It's just pure evil. Stupid people are falling for it. They shouldn't be falling for it. Great friends with Russians, great friends with Ukrainians. I'm not an anarchist by any means. I can't stand government because all government is evil, stupid, corrupt, and satanic. All government. Some are way worse than others, of course, but they're all evil. I'm just anti-tyranny, pro-freedom. That doesn't mean I'm on the right or the left, but I'm big-time pro-freedom. I live my life, you live your life. I don't care what you do or what you wear or what you identify with, or I don't give a damn. I'll leave you the bleep alone, you leave me the bleep alone. That's the way it should be. At least that's what I actually do. When I made that video about Russia the other day, about the Nord Stream pipe, people thought I was worried. Actually, what it was, I made that video like 4:30 in the morning. I was incredibly tired. Really, really tired. And I was not worried or upset at all. Even though it's a big flashing warning sign as far as the proximity to World War III, I wasn't worried. I was just extremely sleep deprived. Fort Myers has had the literal heck kicked out of it. Fort Myers Beach has not been wrecked or damaged or destroyed. It has literally been wiped off the earth, like somebody just wiped it off the earth. I'm very familiar with that area. The whole pier, Fort Myers, is not damaged or destroyed. It is wiped off the earth. The causeway to Sanibel Island, which I've ridden my bike across like a billion times, there's a big bridge, then there's a man-made island, and then a little bridge, and a man-made island, and a little bridge, and it's not damaged in one place, it's damaged in 5 places, and it is wrecked to hell. It is wrecked to hell and gone. It will be at least a year before that gets fixed. So every hotel on Sanibel Island is going to go bankrupt. Every retail place on there is going to go bankrupt. There's no ability for a ferry to go back and forth because there's no ferry point to go back and forth. Captiva, I don't know if you know it or not, Captiva north of Sanibel, which is connected to Sanibel, has been cut. It's been cut before in the distant past, but It's been cut, the bridge that connects the two. Not only that, but Captiva is basically shaped like a broomstick. It's long, but it is extremely skinny. And the video has not come out of Captiva yet, but I'm sure it has had the hell and gone destroyed out of it. In other words, permanently altered the Sanibel and Captiva. Permanently. I talked to my neighbor Sophie, who's been taking pictures of my house for me, thankfully. They're worried because there's no power, no water. They could be without power for, up to 2 weeks plus. There are millions and millions of people in Florida without power. Fort Myers Beach has been wiped from this earth, as well as its pier. Captiva has been greatly destroyed. The causeway to Sanibel Island has been obliterated, which means only about half of it still remains. I've seen plenty of video of it. Even the road leading up to the bridges, the causeway, it has been uplifted, and it lifted up the pavement to the road, which is Summerlin. It's called Summerlin Avenue. My house is like 13 miles to Summerlin. Ripped up, destroyed. It's like, even if the bridges were intact, the road to get there, it's gone. It's amazing. It's like, oh, the hurricane picked it up and threw away the blacktop and the pavement of the road. The hotels are booked up, but if it's a hotel in Fort Myers, it doesn't have power anyway. So it's like, well, for a respite, since it's basically 85 degrees down there currently, I mean, it will be tomorrow or something like that, the high. It's still hot this time of year, because it is South Florida. Anyway, Fort Myers has been wrecked to hell. My house has been what looks like wrecked to hell. I mean, the pictures are atrocious. And that's why I've been, I don't identify as my house in Florida, but it's like I don't have the money to go down there and to fix it. I do not. Or the time to take off to do it, but I'm going to have to do it anyway. It's like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. But, to take a family member down there has to be electricity so that there's air conditioning so you're not sweltering like a dog. I could take the heat, but, a family member cannot, so got to wait till the power goes back on before I go down, which could be a week, could be less than a week, could be up to 2 weeks, so that's the disaster I'm looking at. My doctor friend who moved from Salt Lake City to her 35-acre farm near London, Kentucky, she is happier than a pig in poo. She moved at the perfect time. The whole world is collapsing like a deck of cards, and she is isolated. She has well water, free unlimited natural gas. Yes, free unlimited natural gas. Tons of trees. She's going to have a nice place to live in. She's got plenty of nice flat land to grow her garden and feed herself, so she's sitting pretty, and she is so happy. She is in the land of freedom, which is Kentucky. Kentucky has more freedom than Florida does, and Florida has a lot of it. So that's my situation. My house in Fort Myers is a mess. I don't want to go down there. I mean, I do, but it's just nothing but hard work, disaster, and I can't afford it. Anything is greatly appreciated. Tell me to go take a flying leap. It's like, how dare you beg for donation, you? I don't know what people think about me. I don't. It's a $32,000 house. This crummy little house I'm living in, me and my wife bought, was $64,000. I don't know what people think I make off of YouTube, but apparently people must think it's something. Oh, less than half my videos are monetized anyway. Anyway, that's what's going on. I told you not to watch this video. If you hated this video is entitled Don't Watch This Video, so I warned you ahead of time. I love the longer live streams I've been doing. My live streams have been averaging about 3 hours, and I do them 3 times a week on Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So I do 9 hours of live streaming. Makes my butt really sore sitting in place for 3 hours like that, but I enjoy talking to other people and hearing from you all. Everybody needs to stick together. You need to stop letting these evil governments, and they're all evil, divide and conquer you, me and everybody else. Need to stick together. Because there is a cabal that's working overtime to try to destroy the world and bring it to its knees. And that is not my opinion. That is a damn fact. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely week. Sorry if I'm just worn out, and I'm also too exasperated from having to, think about, driving 1,000 miles to South Florida and dealing with the damn house. It's like, oh, Lord. Oh, man. I'll edit this out of the video. No one will see this part of this video. Oh my god. Why is it everything is always something? That's life. That's me answering myself. Why is it always something? Because that's life! The only thing you're guaranteed is death, taxes, and suffering. That's life. That's life, girlfriend. Note to self. Make sure you edit this out of this video so no one else sees it. Okay. Oi. Uh.